There's a fire that I won't slay. There's a fire burn the fire brigade. Help our souls tonight, we are losing this fight. Oh, help our souls tonight, is no one.
What's up guys, Blue Curve Productions here, bringing you some more Trick and Treat. Where we left off, 3 boys went into the forest. And that's pretty much all that happened. Also, they saw a cat with red eyes. And then everything got weird, the fogs came rolling in, and everyone started screaming and panicking. And I think the kid, I don't know, got knocked out or something, I don't know. I wake up completely confused, not knowing how much time has passed. My head hurts like hell, but I can't blame it. Fortunately, the pain goes away quickly, just as my confusion. Soon, I come back to my senses. My flashlight is lying on the ground, shining towards the empty air. I immediately pick it up. It was my only protection against the darkness that surrounds me. Then I remember that Steven and Alfred were with me. Steven, Alfred, can you hear me? Without thinking, I scream their names in the dark, while trying to find them with my flashlight, but there is no trace of them. They are gone. Getting separated in a forest by yourself does not sound like the ideal situation. This whole thing just sounds like, big red flag. Where the hell are they? And what the heck just happened? I really don't understand anything. Shit, we should have stayed at home. This is not a proof of courage. We could be in danger. That's what I'm saying. This was a whole stupid venture, but okay. It's too late now. You gotta sit in the grave you dug for yourself. I have to find them. If you can find them, if they're not eaten or dead already. 2:19 a.m. Listen, a little time has passed since I started to look for my friends, and I already can't stand this place. I'm going crazy in this forest. The darkness that covers it is unnatural. It is a darkness that steals your own sanity, replacing it with anxiety. Okay, I don't think he's been in the forest that long. He hasn't even been there a whole day. Like, it's too late. Well, it's too early in the night to be going crazy now. Let it be a couple weeks, then go crazy. If you make it a couple of weeks. To make it worse, the air is damp and cold, as in winter, carrying a strong rot smell. As if there were corpses of animals hidden throughout the forest. The atmosphere in this place is oppressive. With every step you take, it makes you more uncomfortable. Since I started to look for my friends, I felt that something is watching me, but there's nothing. I sigh, with my voice full of frustration. I just want to get out of here. I continue walking, devoid of any hope. No matter where I look or how much I walk, I find nothing. I cannot even hear the sounds of animals. What, is this forest like completely abandoned? Rather, it seems they are already dead and rotting. No, I have to calm myself, I said to myself. I stopped for a moment to rest. I breathed deeply, but the rotten air of this place does me no good. Immediately, I start to cough, as if I had something stuck in the throat. Shit, what am I going to do? This cursed forest seems endless, and even if by miracle I could escape, I cannot abandon Steven and Alfred. I'm really screwed up. Again I sigh, feeling on the verge of tears. My frustration is building up, but I have to do my best to keep calm. If I fall into despair, then there is no doubt I will be joining the list of missing persons. I don't know why I read that as peoples. That made no sense. In the end, I decided to keep walking. Step by step, I should get somewhere. At least I was convinced that staying in the same place would do would not do me any good. I don't know why I'm having such a problem reading this. Hold on, let me just adjust my shelf, okay, and get in a more comfortable position, okay. Now let's continue. Even if it was only to deceive myself, feeling that I am doing something, I wanted to continue walking. Time passes without any changes. Only the sound of my footsteps can be heard. Knowing that as soon as you stop, you'll be surrounded by a dead silence is a good incentive to keep walking. But my legs were already hurting. Suddenly I hear a knock at my feet. I hear a crack at my feet. Instantly I take a step back and look below to see what made that sound. What is this? I whispered to myself, surprised, discovering that I had stepped on animal bone. I believe that it's from an animal, although I do not rule out the possibility that it belongs to a person. But for my own good, I prefer not to think about it, or think about that. An expression of anguish is drawn on my face. It is best to ignore it. I have to keep walking. Suddenly, my flashlight reveals something. Without hesitation, I point towards there again. Hey, it's the little kitty! Only to realize with the surprise that it is the white cat. The one from before, which made that awful meow. But this time, I find it lying on the ground. It appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then what should I do? Ignore the cat? Pick her up? I mean, I don't want to leave the cat there, so let's pick her up. It is best to continue without waking her. Wait, what? It is best to continue without waking her? I'm pretty sure I clicked not to ignore her. That cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I ended up in this place and my friends are missing. But even knowing that, for some strange reason, I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it is unnatural, it is still an animal. I then bend down to see her closer. She's unconscious. There is a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot, I said to myself. At the same time, I cleaned the blood from her mouth with a handkerchief that I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appearance a little better. Now she seemed to be peacefully sleeping. What, did someone just come up and knock this cat out or something? How did she become unconscious? After a long sigh, I decide to pick her up carefully. I don't know what the power of this cat are, but if she brought me here, maybe she can return me to my world. With her in my arms, I decide that the best thing I can do is to continue walking. I can just feel the cat is gonna scratch my face up. I just believe this to be so. Cause I'm just this cat don't know me. This cat wasn't friendly. This cat is gonna rip my face off. It is 2:31 a.m. Still in a dark, mysterious forest. Again, I find myself in the dark forest, walking aimlessly. Plus it's good now he has a companion to hang out with, so he's not completely alone. Only moving forward, but it didn't seem I was getting anywhere. In my arms, I carry the cat, which sleeps soundly. Come here. Here, you'll be safe. I suddenly stop. It was probably easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself with no one to listen to me. Shortly after I found the cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, as if it belonged to a princess from a fairy tale, but I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is it this forest that doesn't make any sense? Definitely the forest, definitely. I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. I then feel the cat move in my arms. I look down at her, confused, just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. I become quiet at that instant. For a moment the two stayed motionless, staring into the eyes of the other. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but also there is something fascinating about them, something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes, as if hypnotized, until suddenly she jumps with the intention of scratching my face. My reflex is pushing her at the same time. I jump back, turning my head to dodge her claws. I manage to dodge her attack, but in the process, I dropped my flashlight. Well, thank you for nothing, cat. I saved your life, and then you try to scratch my face. I panicked and acted clumsily. The flashlight falls near me, lighting up a tree in the vicinity. As soon as it left my hands, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking before taking action. So did you drop the cat? I then light the place where the cat was, only to discover she had arched her body angrily, as if she feared an attack from me. Those red eyes stare at me, shining with the light of the flashlight, as if they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes after seeing them. I can't even think. The cat then let a thunderous meow, similar to the one before, but weaker, although not any less frightening. There is no doubt there is something wrong with that animal. It must be cursed. Everything is her fault. She must be some kind of evil spirit, a pet of the witches. I feel how panic seized me. My heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry, and my forehead covered with cold sweat. What should I do? Escape from the cat? Confront the cat? I'm gonna confront the cat. Let's see what happens if we confront. No, I should not despair. I have to calm down and think carefully about what I should do. With that in mind, I take a breath deep and look again at her. Soon the expression in my eyes changed from fear to courage. I realize it is only a cat, without a doubt a strange one, but my life is not actually in danger. Or so he thought. That isn't a tiger staring at me, but a simple cat. Apparently her only power are those weird meows. If she could kill me, she would have already done it. Oh, do not underestimate the power of this cat, dude. Do not. That will be your last mistake. Trust me. So I rule out that possibility. Her work must be transporting the next victim to this area of the forest. So unnatural and shady. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk towards the cat. Her meows get louder with every step, but I don't let them scare me. Seeing that I do not turn back, she shyly takes a step back. In my mind, I smiled at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I look at her directly, while advancing. Little by little, her meows become weaker, as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take her in my hands. She hardly resists at all. Not so tough now, right? You look better like this. She is trembling in my hands. She looks so helpless that I almost feel like a villain. But I must not forget all that she has done so far. It's her fault that I'm in this place. Not really. You kind of chose to follow this cat, but okay. She brought me here. Then if I kill her, would it be possible to go back? For a moment, that grim idea crossed my mind. I have never killed an animal. Truth is that I can't be proud of myself in doing such a thing. But if I do, maybe this legend could end here and now. Then what should I do? Just keep her captured? Kill her? I'm not gonna kill the cat. We're not killing the cat. It is only logical. The magic should die along with the cat. That should be my ticket back. If I kill her, everything would be over tonight, and the legend would come to an end. Confident that it was for the best, I try to view it in my mind, but no matter how hard I force myself to see it, in the end I am unable to take the life of another living being. Even if it is a cursed cat serving a witch, I don't feel good killing her. I think I'm too nice for my own good. So the only thing that remains is to keep her with me, hoping that sooner or later she allows me to escape. With nothing more to think about, I decide the best thing to do is to continue my path. But seriously, what would killing a cat accomplish? Like, I really doubt that this cat is the one who's doing all this. Even though I say this, I've played the game and know how everything works. But, just for, the immersion. Whatever. So, it's 2:41 a.m. It's been a few minutes since I captured the cat. Again, I find myself walking with her in my arms, led by the strange voice. How long have I been walking in this forest? Apparently not enough to make me go mad, but it should be close. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you. The voice sounds closer this time. It seems that I am going in the right direction. I don't fully trust in it, but it's the best I have. At least at first glance it seems a friendly voice. I am completely focused on my way when I suddenly feel something bite me. Ah! What the heck? I shout in pain, realizing that the cat bit my arm. Fortunately, it wasn't a dangerous bite, but it sure was painful. With my distraction, she takes the chance to jump from my arms, falling a few steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze upon her, furious. But soon something happens that makes me forget about my anger. Suddenly the cat is covered with a bright light, so much that it repels the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. Under the light, its figure gradually changes until it ceases to be a cat and becomes a human figure. And bippity boopy, just like that, the cat's turned into a girl. We were right. Or the guy was right, for his assumption that the girl was a female. Or the cat was a female. You know what I mean. No longer is there a cat in front of me, but a girl with incredible beauty. I must really be going crazy. Yeah, you died, that's also a thing. She has white hair and red eyes. She seems about my age. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh to myself in my mind. Even at the edge of madness, it seems some things about me will never change. Yep, even though if my legs get cut off, I'm in the desert starving, and I'm about to die, if there's a lady, I'll definitely, if we can come back to life and ask her out, even if I need to use my last, a cell phone call to call for help. Now I'm gonna spend it, talking to the ladies and flirting. Because clearly that's what you do in that situation. That's what you're worried about. That's where your mind is. Those are your priorities. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time, with no fear. The girl then stares into my eyes with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to be saying something, but I am unable to hear a sound. Are you trying to tell me something? I babbled, still confused, with a face of disbelief. Which surely made me look stupid. Said the girl, with a very low voice. I do not understand what she is saying. What? I can't hear you well, I asked, still confused. Suddenly the girl pouts in a bad mood. What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? No, I'm just in a dark forest with a stranger who's apparently a magician or something. Finally, I could hear her clearly. And just in time, because it seemed her patience was about to end. I mean, honestly, I feel like for a being who's been in this forest for how many years, you would have learned patience, but no. Okay, now I heard you, I said, annoyed. All of my astonishment from just a few seconds ago disappear when I see the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now I don't think she will bite me, I hope. I mean, you never can be too sure with cat girls. I mean, one minute they're in your arms, you're just being feeble, whatever. Next minute they're biting you, and then transforming into humans. The girl then snorts with irritation. What an annoying guy I had to find, she said at the time she places a hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you have right before you. I was quick to respond. For a moment, I feel annoyed at the thought that I have to teach manners to the spirit, or whatever she is. A pity, so much beauty wasted on someone so arrogant. The girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. Snort? Like, is that a laugh or something? Is that like, what is a snort? What do you mean? I'm sorry, it's a bad habit that I can't quit, she answered without sounding very, repentant, clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverts her gaze towards the surroundings as if she was bored. I see, I replied, annoyed. I just met her and I already feel I don't like her. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I must not forget who this girl is. She was the cat that started it all. Anyway, at least could you tell me why you attacked me and my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more seriously. The greetings were over. It's time to get to the important stuff. What greeting? She didn't say hi to you. You didn't say hi to her. You didn't introduce yourself. You didn't say what your name was. You don't know who she is. She doesn't know who you are. There was no greeting. Okay, like, I mean, the small, formality of, I'm sorry for being rude to you. I mean, I guess that, you can't consider that a greeting, though. And why did you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before I knew it, my lips moved, asking another question. I cannot lie, I was angry. The girl then stares at my face. She blinks with curiosity before speaking. Does it hurt? The wound? She asked innocently. Yes. I mean, you bit him. I'm pretty sure you draw blood or something. I was quick to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say more. Of course it hurts. Me, silly cat. She looks at me in silence for a few seconds, until suddenly she approaches me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound, said the girl when she stood right next to me. Okay, so it's personal space, just something you didn't learn? Okay. Her presence makes me nervous. This girl seemed to not know what personal space is. As embarrassing as it sounds, I had never had a girl this close, if only it wasn't in this forest. I don't know why, I shouldn't trust her, but strangely, something tells me that she has no bad intentions. The girl is surrounded by a calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in this forest, or in the forest. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with the bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sights on my wound. It will only take a moment, she said with complete confidence. Then she looks up into my eyes. Wait, she looks my eyes up? Could you close your eyes? She asks as she blushes slightly. Why are you blushing? What is going on? I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if just a little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right, but there's nothing else I can do. Okay, I said, doing as she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment, I thought she would get naked or something like that. Yeah, because to heal a wound, you need to have a freaking, she has to do some chanting, but she has to do it in the woods naked, completely naked. That's definitely how that works. That's just 100% how it works, guys. That's how magic works. What? That doesn't even make any sense. But what kind of magic can work only when you have no clothes? The stupid kind. The stupid kind. That's the kind. That's the magic that works when you're naked. The stupid kind. I don't know. But my mind sure wanted to imagine that. Of course it did. Of course it did, sure. Come on, Alex, keep your composure. Suddenly I feel something warm and wet touch my wound. Immediately I shudder. Wait, what are you doing? It's a stupid question because I knew well what she was doing. She was licking my wound. She was licking my wound. Word for word. You idiot. Who said you could watch? I'm sorry, I have to ask permission to watch? Also, why are you embarrassed for licking his wound? And also, that's not sanitary. Like, you could definitely get, like, you can get so many diseases just by licking someone else's blood. Like, that is so not sanitary. Wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't sound like something I would do. Was quick to respond the cat. The cat. With her cheeks red in embarrassment and her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorably troubled. Don't you see that I'm trying to heal you? She then added in a bad mood. I'm sorry. Correct grammar. In this house, thank you, I said, blushing. I thought you would do something more extraordinary. Now I'm not sure. Is she a girl who can transform into a cat, or a cat that can become a girl? Sorry to disappoint you, not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl at the same time she gives me an annoyed look. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I saw a person turn into a cat and then turn into a human, or if I saw a cat turn into a human, I would expect that cat to be able to do something else. Other tricks maybe, more magic, but like, you're just licking my wound. Like, I could have just waited and got a band-aid or something. Like, you didn't gotta do that, like, honestly. Wet eyes shining with disgust. It is then that I realize that the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover that now there's no trace of it. Oh, okay, she got magic spit. Steven Universe has that too. For a couple of seconds, I stay silent and incredulous. It seems that your treatment worked, I finally said, grateful, still looking at the spot. But of course, I have experience healing myself, answered the girl, closing her eyes, inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I mean, honestly, I feel like with magic, why would you need to lick the wound? Couldn't you have just used some other spell? I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Can you stop laughing at me? I'm sorry that, this stuff comes naturally to you, but like, bruh, not everyone goes into a forest, finds a magical cat girl, and knows what's going on. Then she tilts her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. I'm sorry, what did your parents name you, Alex? Sit your butt down. My name is Alex. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked that question. I guess it was rather rude for me, completely lacking in manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly becomes silent, as at plain sight it was obvious she didn't take it well. In my defense, I am in a forest where magic is happening around me and he doesn't understand any of it. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. I'm sorry, when a game it's good and I like it and whatever, but when the small things like that, when the text doesn't make any sense when you read it because words are missing, I don't know, it kind of derails It doesn't. It kind of ruins the experience for me because personally, like, I like this game. Don't get me wrong, but like, bruh, like when you're having like you're reading a sentence, if the sentence doesn't make sense and you have to correct the sentence, then it's just not, kind of ruins the flow of the game. But anyway, this game is awesome. You should definitely play it. It's on Steam. It's free. Check it out. Developers stuff. Yeah. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seemed to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry. It was not my intention to make you remember it, I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt to be accustomed of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity, seeing where we are. Then she looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries, she asked, narrowing her eyes, as if she was trying to see the inside of my mind. Okay, first of all, if he was a sorcerer, you think I would use your magic to heal me? Nah, fam, no way. He's no sorcerer, not in this life. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that, I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. Yeah, boring, basic, and lame. I admitted, boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here, I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses and looks me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that stupid humans come to this forest, just like you. Hey, I'm not stupid. Rude. And Alex he's kinda stupid, but he's not that stupid. She then said, looking at me with rejection. Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame? I'm pretty sure you're to blame because you're the one who kinda didn't do anything to stop these rumors from happening, I replied, feeling offended. And also, people going missing in the forest, I think that's your fault, okay? Thank you. If you would have done your part in stopping your little friend there, maybe those people wouldn't have gone missing and the story wouldn't have been told. Ashley suddenly looks at me, disgusted. Are you an idiot? Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would be nice and peaceful instead of this chaos that it is every year, she said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who causes all of this, I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide, surprised. Then she looks at me with annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand, stupid human? I'm pretty sure you were human 1.2, okay? So stop with all the stupid human stuff because that's rude. Definitely, I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. Yeah, because calling the person stupid is definitely, protection that he wants. He will dip. Honestly, he will dip. He'll be pissed off. He'll storm off. He's not about leaving. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? I exclaimed industriously. You attacked me and attacked my friends only to protect us? I mean, really, you could have just scared them out of the forest or made a barrier so they couldn't go into the forest. I mean, a lot of things you could have done but didn't. Yes, she simply replied. At the same time, she nods, filled with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Wait! I had only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in here. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Well guys, I'm gonna end this video off here. In the next episode, we're going to find out what it is Ashley needs to tell us. But until then, I'm Blue Covey Productions signing off. See you next video. Goodbye and stay frosty, my friends.